Hello, this is FG, back with EU4 Anbennar, with Orghelovar. Uh, this episode we are probably going to be going for Dartax. Okay, ally to Lizna. Yeah, we can do that. Which one of these is the highest dev? Okay. Let's see, what are we looking at? Okay. Can do that. Bahar region. Do that. Do that. Okay. Alright. And we are going to go for Actuum. We just want to stay in port. We will need some more boats, so I'm going to start building a few more caravels. Yep, more. Okay, so what we want to take is basically this. If we take this, okay, what if we don't take that? I can handle that. That is was. What is the culture over here looking like? Just copper dwarves? Yeah. Okay, we want take eager to trade. Transfer trade power. Transfer trade power. Okay. No, I think we're just going to take this then. Deepening the capital. We're going to start deepening the capital as soon as we get the cash for that. This is gonna hurt because Elven Discipline, but... Okay, we can select a new deity, and we're going for this one. It'll be depressing when we actually lose our captain. Okay. Deepening the capital, let's go. Looks like the Gnomish hierarchy went expulsion. It's interesting. That hurt. That definitely hurt a lot. Actually, I'm gonna pull back for a moment. I will take that fight, though. What do we want? Take Diplo. They have a lot of mercenaries right now, which is unfortunate. Sorry. This is what? That's a +2. Yeah. Is there anything we can do? Yeah, we can core all this up. Okay, I guess we have to do it. So Wisna, no, they don't want to leave yet. Okay, we need to do something else with our admin points. There we go. And then we want to take... Can we actually... Yeah, we can. That is the merchant guilds. Price that. I need to do some more expeditions after this war is over. Yeah, no. I've already dealt with one extra disaster. For those of you unfamiliar with how the dwarves work, if you dig through the strange calcite layer, I'm not sure what the chance is, but you can spawn an extra disaster called the Obsidian Legion, which is basically a bunch of dwarves from like real deep in the Serpent Spine show up and take your nation over. We'll go through the apite layer. Okay, yeah, we need to... And we also want some adventures. Yeah, we can't afford that. Okay. access. We will give them this general. You know what? Screw it. I don't know what this does. Perform ritual. Okay. Doesn't give us anything really. Take siege ability. Dwarven, we're gonna keep him even though he's old. Oh, Orghelovar's already done. That's good. That didn't hardly take any time. Pantheon grows. That a few times. Oh, screw it. Dump a few more into it. At some point, Gord will get a tree in the near future, which will be pretty cool. I won't spoil what it's about, but I've been keeping up with the development of that tree, and it all looks real cool. It'll be about volcanoes and being real angry, is the general plot synopsis of that tree. Okay. We're gonna stop slashing recruitment. Okay, there we go. And we want to take all of these boys. Can we deepen the capital? Yes, we can. We want to take all of these, but this guy, move him right here. These guys over here. Start building spy networks on them. Ooh, Mithril. Nice. Take this. What else can we do? Gonna probably trade company this. Gonna trade company this as well. Something I recently learned is that mixing up trade companies and actual states can be quite good. You know, I'm gonna go with something. Damn, Melisna's pretty huge at this point. Looks like the gnolls got killed. Trade in Bahar. Economy actions. Okay, we should develop, should do something. We can take tech. I'll just take diplomatic relations for right now. You can only take one major deity, which are the ones highlighted in blue. Social mobility. Yeah, I'll take advisor cost. Okay, expeditions. Let's do an expedition. What's close by? Okay. We're gonna send... Actually, let me just see if this works. Expedition party, start preparation, manpower. Yeah, that works. Organize... Nah. Prepare supplies, we're gonna... do that. Organization. Do that. Morale. And do that. And we'll start expedition. Protect trade in Bahar. Have these guys drill. is he? I'll take extra that. Protect trade in Bahar. Hold on his breath. Okay. Glass to the Divinal. In the days of old, the wealthy of all Dwarvar allowed Orghelovar to become rich trading only with other holds in a few neighboring human kingdoms. Sadly, we do not live in such privileged times. In Bulwari ports, merchants purchase our glass and sell it onwards in Divinal, depriving us of profits we cannot afford to lose. Fortunately, the Bulwari lands just beyond Shazandiz here are overrun with goblins, giving us a convenient excuse to take control of these ports and their commerce. New Brothers. Avdal Tungur is an ancient hold on the north coast of Bahar, famous for its cavernous ports. They are undoubtedly grateful for our efforts liberating the region from invading goblins, and we can now leverage this gratitude for favorable rates and a mutually beneficial commercial partnership. We can sell them glass and they can ship it onwards to the Divinal. Following our initial missive, there have been days of negotiations between ourselves and Avdal Tungur, intensive back-and-forth debates over individual trade clauses and rights and responsibilities towards travelers and merchants. Finally, on the evening of the third day, diplomats from both parties emerged from the estate hall of Avdal Tungur and informed the gathered crowd of local residents that the visiting dignitaries that an agreement had been reached. We will generously transfer ownership of the surface territory we have taken from the Oridians and Goblins in Bahar. In return, Avdal Tungur has given us something equally valuable: access to an ocean trade route in Bulwar and Canor through their own vessels, a guaranteed military alliance, and a declaration of friendship between our two states. It is a glorious day for Orghelovar. With this, we can take another step towards the future, and we do it arm in arm with our copper siblings. Okay, so we give them, like, these provinces, which is nothing. Glasshammer Fair, I guess. I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be right back. Sorry, I'm back with recording. I played ahead a little bit, so you'll notice I just did a few small things. It wasn't anything too major. I went ahead and did the requirements for some of these missions. Okay. Now we have secured a partnership with Avdal Tungur and their merchant navy. We have been able to trade further across Canor, and our merchants have become a common sight in the great cities of the Empire of Anbennar. Recently, the Glasshammer clan, a family of cobalt dwarves that have established a strong presence in the glorious metropolis of Anbennar, have proposed we hold a trade exhibition in the city to display the marvel of Orghelovar glass to visitors across Canor. They would fund this Glasshammer fair if we agree to finance an increased trading presence in the Dame's Head to increase demand for our goods. Okay. And we want to ally, I don't know. We also pulled our boys over there. I'm gonna try moving wines, trade from Eberthil, collect trade from Anbennar. We want to take these boys and protect trade in Flooded Coast. Okay, we also want to build up Spy Network in Anbennar. Beautiful hold, beautiful cavern profits. Orghelovar hold. We want artisan infrastructure. Going deeper. Alright. We will take another artisan infrastructure. Okay. We don't need to take that yet. There's no point taking it, since we would just simply be spending extra admin for no real reason. Okay. Mission fulfilled. End of the Serpent's Reach. According to the rumors of our fellow dwarves, if we follow the Argrod to its end, we will reach the ruins of Gorburad, a hold known for its blistering scorn of its grudges and the blistering heat of the subterranean magma flows. They fell long ago during the Orcus invasion, so we are unlikely to find any lingering basalt dwarves. Perhaps we will stumble upon other remnants hold as we walk through the dark. At the doorsteps of Gorburad. As the dwarf approaches the old hold, the straight and perfectly cut tunnel increasingly opens up as it passes through the old magma tubes deep in the volcanic heart of the East Serpent's Reach. Finally, the road arrives at the hold itself, and the scouting party slows. Our scout commander, Hallier Firmhandle, grips the handle of her rifle and stares awestruck at her surroundings. The itinerant Garnet Dwarf scholar, Shaz Helmtabber, insisted on accompanying the expedition and is struck equally silent, his notebook slack in his hands. Balgar's hammer, there really is a volcano down there, Hallier mutters, nudging Shaz with her elbow. The end point of the Dwarven road is a vaulted bridge of basalt over a vast magma flow, easily a mile wide, cutting through an enormous underground gorge. The molten rock casts the surroundings in an eerie red glow, and the light catching the fractured surface veins of obsidian exposed in sections of the cliff. Beyond the bridge lies our final destination. The telltale fortification, external supports, and grand reinforced doors indicate an underground hold. Gorburad. That'll help us colonize our last few provinces. We want to move these guys over here. Tech trade in Flooded Coast. We want this. We'll take that off. And we want goods produced. Because I love money. Collapsing cave. Okay, then that was pointless. Going deeper. Economy action, send gift. Okay. While the Glasshammer Fair showcased a dazzling array of beautiful and intricate glass from nations and workshops across Halan, what has caught our eyes is the novelty of a certain gnomish exhibit. While other glassmakers seek only to refine their existing crafts, the gnome have showcased boundless ingenuity in pursuit of a brighter future, seeking new and fascinating applications for glass and glassworking. If we combine our wealth and resources with the curiosity and innovation, the results could be groundbreaking. We must reach out to one of these so-called hierarchies and make necessary arrangements. The Glasshammer clan and Orghelovar's Ministry of Trade have spared no expense. Constructed across half a city block, the exhibition hall of the Glasshammer Fair is 4 stories tall. The wall facing the street, a series of stunning stained glass panels between thin vertical shafts of marble brick. In each window, images of glass blowing from across Halan are depicted. Orghelovar only appears in a single window, but all the images are detailed in the same uniform shade of cobalt blue. The exhibition is humming with activity. A group of wealthy beepicker merchants crowd around a stall of Orghelovar tableware, negotiating a private commission with a gray-haired Dwarven glassmaker. A pair of well-dressed elven university students stare, fascinated at a live display of glass blowing in front of a miniature furnace. It is as if our hold has gathered the whole world into this hall to share in the beauty of our crafts. What a grand day for Orghelovar. Growing up in Orghelovar, Ambassador Ombrick Sternforge does have a healthy appreciation for glassmaking, but she has also seen many variations of tableware, windows, and sculptures. Walking through the Glasshammer Fair, what draws her to the display of Eckelbaugh's company is the novelty. Where other exhibitors display sculptures and goblets, the gnomish firm has instead set up a complicated array of lenses to focus light streaming in from the exterior window into a narrow beam that boils the water held within a clear glass teapot. What has kept her engrossed in conversation with the head glassmaker, Adab Eckelbaugh's, for the past 3 hours, however, is that the creativity of the gnomes is not restrained to boiling water. He explains that the funding of this kind of novel experimentation is the secret of the success of many gnomish firms and hierarchies. While Orghelovar has researched only methods to replicate the glassmaking of all Dwarvar, Mr. Eckelbaugh's talks warmly of an engineer that was supported for 20 years with no results, only to eventually produce a lens device for looking around obstacles that has seen great use in warships. Others call it a gnomish approach, he says, but I think it's a choice any manager could make. There are curious people in every community. We should simply give them funding and eventually reap the rewards. Why restrain yourself to the discoveries of the past? The future is built upon the back of innovation. All the colonies of Aelantir owe their existence to the invention of the humble compass. Who knows what will be the next invention to shake the world? Many, many hours later, Ambassador Ombrick pens a letter to Dwazreg detailing the benefits of the gnomish model of state-funded, open-ended scientific research and experimentation, and suggesting the establishment of such a research institute within Orghelovar. 100 years later, upon this humble letter, displayed under a glass in Orghelovar State Library, is held up as one such object that shook the world. These gnomes are interesting. Damn, that's... Impress the gnomes. While our cooperation with the gnomes is progressing steadily, there are not nearly enough of them within our borders to have a sizable impact on our economy, and acceptance of these new gnomish immigrants remains fairly low. Fortunately, we have a plan. By making new improvements to our own economy and infrastructure, and inviting gnomes to assist with these development projects, we can attract further gnomish immigrants, and have gnomes and kobold dwarves work side by side to foster a spirit of acceptance and cooperation. When we asked ourselves what we could do to impress the gnomes, we came to the conclusion to impress them through innovation and a strong state. But how could we create such a state in the first place? Kobold dwarves all over Orghelovar argued about that, and after a considerable amount of time a solution was found. The Glasshammer Fair shows innovations in glassmaking from all over the world, so if we could use our vast network of trading partners and traders all over Canor and Bulwar, we could use our specialists as spies. For that, we need to elevate merchants all over Orghelovar into high ranks to encourage a beneficial position for our state and for them to ensure their loyalty to us. Okay. Damn, I've been talking a lot. Competition is the mother of invention, and with its dazzling array of fiefdoms and city-states, there are few places as intensely competitive as the Empire of Anbennar. With limited opportunities for conquest, the states within the Empire seek instead to bolster their power and influence through industrial and technological innovation. Perhaps if we support one of these nations, we can foster further technological developments and increase our own influence in the region. Okay. Let me just do something real quick. That's 12. Okay. We're going to do that. Yeah, we're going to do this before we do that last one. Right outside Shazandizhir's gate lies the realm of Barkland. This region was once known as the Gulf of Glass, both for its dazzling beauty and its glassmaking industry. Although following the recent goblin invasions, it is a little worse for wear. The glass workshops here owe their beginnings to techniques developed by our own Orghelovar ancestors, and while we are happy to see the legacy of our forebears still alive and well, they now represent serious commercial risks for our hold. We must take control of this region's production if we want to dominate the Bulwari glass market. Okay. Wow. Are you guys seeing this? This is some... Ah! That was... unnecessary. Okay. Yeah, we'll take governing capacity. Okay, we can get rid of that, get rid of that. Can we get any more trade power here? Arnon, Celiand. us to develop this. Because of all the dev cost reductions we have, it's not particularly expensive to develop anymore. Yeah, we want to do that. Okay. Hold level 5. What's our expedition looking like? Yeah. I have made the executive decision that we are going to start conquering a little bit more of the Dwarven. We've almost finished up. Yeah, we want to tolerate the kobolds. Who are we rivaled with? A new era. All the efforts of the past decades have led to this moment. Our new gnomish citizens are integral and accepted members of our civil service and wider Orghelovar society, and we can now begin restructuring our own government to one closer to the scientific state of the old gnomish hierarchy. Our future will lie in the pursuit of scientific progress, dwarves and gnomes working hand in hand to surpass the glass-making achievements of our forebears. Orghelovar achieved a reformation in their government. It is now a mercantile government focused on science while keeping true to their roots in trading in glass. Their merchants act as spies and traders, as the market as vulnerable targets for new inventions, and the other scientific races, especially gnomes, as partners and rivals. Some dwarves among the residents of Orghelovar are old enough to have witnessed the original refounding of the hold, to have seen those early tentative steps firsthand entering through the old, long broken gate. The crunch of shards of broken glass beneath iron-capped boots, the murmur of some errant orcish warband, or the gurgling of still-flowing cisterns, the only sounds to break the tomb-like silence. We have come far since those days. The empty halls of Orghelovar now brim with life, the voices and music of hammering of 100,000 citizens, a panoply of colors from stained-glass windows of the hold and the dazzling array of imported dyes and silks. This is not enough. The old hold of Orghelovar was wealthy too, and this did not save it from the orcs. The world is changing, faster than ever. The refounding of the old dwarf holds, the mad rush westwards to the lost continent of the elves, the new faith of the Jad shaking eastern bulwark. We have only come this far by our willingness to learn. We have restarted the glass forges and relearned and improved upon the science of old Orghelovar. Our growing relationship with gnomish communities in Canor are ample evidence of the benefits of state investment into artificery and science. If we are to keep ahead in the tides of history, we must not stop here. By fully integrating our guild's existing industrial research into the state, we can form a new kind of government, not a technocracy dedicated solely to science, but a perfect harmony of science and commerce, each aiding in the advancement of the other. Our merchants will seek out knowledge and opportunities in foreign markets, and our scientists will seek out ever greater applications for our industrial discovery in homes, battlefields, and workshops alike. The future is crystal clear. For the future. Okay. I'm gonna give him the Gomo, and we're gonna call them up and just do the burlights. Okay. Now, what do we want? Innovative. Okay, they can drill. No, they died. Oh well. Expedition menu. We want take this. We're being sneaky right now. Why not? Manpower, 5,000 men. Prepare supplies. Raise morale. Okay. Siege ability. Send this one this way. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to start doing that. Combat width-wise, we are looking at 29. We want to build 2 more. And yeah, a few more cannons. Okay. Okay, that's kind of mediocre. They really need to fix that. That's something that needs to be worked on. The religious festivals are just kind of, how do I say this? Dog water. I think is the term that I've heard been used. Okay, and we are going to declare, and you know, we don't need Vamrahar. Okay, what we want to conquer is this. There we go. Yeah. Just as I suspected, the army's in the capital. They won't put up too much of a fight, though. Okay. Chase these guys down. What do we want? Military deity, siege ability. Yeah. What is our siege ability at? It's like 50, I think, roughly. Yeah, 50% siege ability. 43%, sorry. Okay. No, they don't want to surrender? Okay. Whatever you say, but dude. Doesn't even cost me any overextension. Well, I actually don't have to do that. What am I looking at in terms of development? Does this have... No, it doesn't. How much money do we need? Make partners dependent. Want to do. Enable divert trade. Placate the rulers. Take that off, obviously. Oh, no, I don't want to deal with that. Okay. Trade in Bahar. Gyrocopters. That's a generic event just for any Dwarven nation with artificers. religion are all these guys? Cornite goblins. Interesting. Okay. We want scattergun auxiliaries. Okay. Start hold restoration, good but add. We're gonna need that stability. Okay. That must be right. We're not really gonna get any of our tree done until we have until we get the what's it called? Horde Curse done. For right now, I'm gonna just try and kind of configure my nation best I can. capital. Okay. Corruption and greed dominate our country. Within our holds, every bank, every business, every dwarf is plagued with this evil. Unable to perceive the world other than through money, it would seem that a vice that is hidden in plain sight within the most repressed aspects of dwarf nature is now spreading across the country like rust through a sword. There's no question of moral value or charity, only riches, and everything seems acceptable to our citizens to achieve this desire, even to kill their fellows for a single coin. Okay. Yeah, that's probably going to be where we call it for now. We have overcome our various... oh yeah, I guess I can show this off too. For those of you who didn't know, one way to get back sort of cultures, or to get back dwarf cultures that you wouldn't usually, or that you couldn't spawn, is whenever Horde Curse happens, everything in the state with each hold flips to being the culture of the Revolter tag, or of that specific nation. Okay. We are going to do crackdown on corrupt officials. We're gonna actually get rid of these two. Gwed and Elizna can both be our rivals. We want production efficiency. Okay. Starting off with the first reform, that's where we're going to leave it for now. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Orghelovar continues to get bigger. We will begin expanding. We will probably next episode, a large portion of it's going to be dedicated to beating the Horde Curse. And after that, we are going to start moving north. We're going to try and take these two holds. Then we're going to keep moving up. We're going to go into Myrmaw. And then we're going to head into Grombar. Hopefully we will be able to make some sort of ally over here. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly who, but we will ally someone and go into Grombar. Maybe we can... No, Bjarnrik's too small. Okay, that is a issue to solve for next time. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe if you want, leave a comment. I usually interact with any comments that I feel sort of like answering. So, thank you. Have a good day.